Well, moving on to other news now, and protests in Hong Kong appear to have subsided for now, but has the crisis blown over for Beijing? It doesn't look like it. Our next report takes an in-depth look at the situation in Taiwan and what it means for China and potentially for India.
A groundswell of public opinion is building up against China's one country, two systems formula. And after Hong Kong, it is getting shriller in Taiwan. China applies the one country, two systems formula for both Taiwan and Hong Kong. Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam has had to beat a hasty retreat in the face of public criticism. But Lam's loss has proven to be Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen's gain. The Hong Kong protests have come as a shot in the arm for Tsai Ing-wen, whose popularity was waning. And what's more, it has come at just the right time for her. Taiwan goes to the polls in January next year, and Tsai Ing-wen's stand against unification with mainland China has only served to burnish her credentials and boost her chances of getting re-elected for a second term in office. What the Hong Kong protests have done is to compel Tsai Ing-wen's rivals to make common cause with her against Beijing. At the moment, there are two rivals on the horizon: Kaohsiung Mayor Han Kuo-yu of the Kuomintang and Foxconn Chairman Terry Goh. Kaohsiung Mayor Han Kuo-yu now says that if elected president, he would not pursue one country, two systems. And that goes against the grain of everything that Xi Jinping stands for. In January, Xi again endorsed the one country, two systems formula. And significantly, he did not rule out unification by force. But there is opportunity in every crisis, and it might hold true for India too. India does not maintain official diplomatic relations with Taiwan, but it has allowed Taiwan to run a representative office in New Delhi. India complains that while it adheres to a one China policy, Beijing does not pursue a one India policy, meaning that China does not respect India's sovereignty over that part of Jammu and Kashmir which has been occupied by Pakistan. China also contests India's sovereignty over some parts in India's northeast. Now, in the wake of the unrest in Hong Kong and Taiwan, some in official circles in India want Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government to improve its ties with Taiwan. The annual bilateral trade between India and Taiwan crossed $7 billion last year. Both sides hope to raise the trade volume to $20 billion in the next few years. Taiwanese investments in India are an added attraction, and attempts are being made to boost cultural and people-to-people ties. And as if on cue, Taiwan's representative in India has called on all democratic nations such as India to support the people of Taiwan as they defend their democracy and their right to determine their own future. Taiwan's representative to India, Tien Chung Kwang, has told WION World is One that the Hong Kong protests have confirmed the failure and infeasibility of the one country, two systems formula. Taiwan says that as a beacon of democracy and a stronghold of freedom in Asia, Taiwan will always safeguard and support these values and will continue to stand resolutely together with the people of Hong Kong in their pursuit of freedom and democracy. The Taiwanese representative to India says that Taiwan will never accept one country, two systems framework and will resolutely defend its sovereignty, democracy, freedom and right to determine its own future.
After Xinjiang, Tibet and most recently Hong Kong, the unrest has now spread to Taiwan too, where the people and government alike have distanced themselves from China's one country, two systems formula. And that poses a new challenge for President Xi Jinping at a time when China is locked in a trade war with the US and the Indo-Pacific strategies of some countries in the region are beginning to take shape. And that might not be wholly unwelcome in India, which sees the Indo-Pacific as a linchpin of its Act East policy. As they say, watch this space. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran in New Delhi for WION World is One.